Hello student, welcome to your PDA education. So today in this video I am here with one more question that was actually asked in the interview of IOCL, and it was related to the simple audio system. It was very basic and fundamental question. Why I have taken this question? Because there are so many other questions which can be framed like this, and those all questions I have written here. This was the first question asked. See, they give a simple audio system to the candidate which include microphone, a signal generator, second amplifier, third a speaker. Whatever signal was provided by the microphone, that was amplified by the amplifier, and amplified voltage was given to the speaker. But the question was how we can minimize the signal losses which will occur at this coupling point. You can see at this first coupling point we are coupling the signal of microphone to the input of amplifier. So what should be the properties of this amplifier so that this coupling become idle or there is no signal loss? This was the question. You can read first question. Second, here you can see we are coupling the amplified output to the speaker. So what should be the characteristics or parameter which amplifier we should choose in reference to properties of this speaker and microphone so that this coupling also don't result in the loss of signal? So that is the question, how we can minimize the signal loss in the coupling at various stage in the system shown below. Fine. The amplifier voltage gain was given AV. Until or unless not defined, this is the no load voltage gain, open circuit voltage gain. Fine. And microphone obviously giving you signal. So when you are going to represent a signal, you use two representation. One is the voltage equivalent, one is the current equivalent, which you might have studied in the network like a Norton and Thevenin. So in my discussion, I will assume this speaker as a load of resistance RL. So I will keep my discussion general. So whatever explanation I will do for this, the same explanation hold that what are the different parameters of amplifier which play important or critical role in its capability to interface with the preceding or succeeding stage. So this is the amplifier, this is the succeeding stage, this is the preceding stage. Obviously there are so many parameters associated with the amplifier: voltage gain, speed, noise, bandwidth, input impedance, output impedance. So which parameters are more critical, more important when we talk about using amplifier like this, interfacing amplifier like this with other systems? The answer is identical as per the first question. The third question, sometime it might happen your load might vary over certain range. Sometime it might happen whatever signal source you have, its source resistance may vary over certain range. So by using an amplifier, what should be the parameter you should keep in mind so that that variation have very least effect on the performance of the entire system? So whatever explanation I will do, that will hold equally and answer all these three questions. Fine. So this is basically a physical, how the device were connected. One thing very clear, see, signal amplification is a very important part of transmission, communication, measurement, any of the engineering process. Because whatever signal we measure, whatever signal transducer provide us, that is a very less energy signals. Its amplitude is usually in the microvolt, millivolt. We can't directly apply that signal into the processing or operation. That is not a reliable method. We need to amplify, we need to strengthen that signal. So basically a voltage amplifier sends input voltage and gives the magnified output voltage. So the same discussion holds for current amplifier, transconductance, transresistance. But I am limiting my discussion up to this system only. Fine. Now when it comes to amplifier, you might have studied amplifier can be designed with various type of transistor, BJT, MOSFET and so on. It can be simple or any complex structure. It can use one transistor, it can use 20 devices. So right now when you are using amplifier in a system with other preceding and succeeding stage, then you are least worried about its internal complexity. You must be able to model and characterize its terminal behavior. You must use an effective amplifier model. If you are talking about a voltage amplifier, you must have its terminal behavior in terms of voltage. It should sense voltage, it should provide voltage. So keeping my discussion on the same line, I am drawing an equivalent terminal behavior model of this entire system. Fine, you can see here. I have designed voltage equivalent of the microphone, which is Thevenin equivalent, and I have designed speaker as a load resistance or load impedance. Now you can see this is the amplifier structure in between. What basically at input, at here what basically amplifier is doing, it is doing the measurement. At this point amplifier is doing the measurement. It is sensing the signal provided by the microphone. So if signal provided is in term of the voltage equivalent, so I can say this amplifier at input stage here is working as a voltmeter. So under ideal condition, you know voltmeter input resistance infinite. It should do measurement like that. It doesn't disturb the preceding stage. Disturb means doesn't provide any loading effect. So for ideal measurement, what should be the constraint? For ideal condition, your Rin should be infinite. So this is the logical discussion. Fine. Now let's proceed mathematically. If I ask you V in, what will be V in? V in will be equal to V microphone multiplied by R input upon R input plus Rm. Now you can see clearly from here, at this point where I am coupling the microphone to the input of amplifier, your input voltage is clearly less than the microphone signal voltage. It means there are losses. Losses are occurring. Which loss? Signal loss. Is it clear? So how I can minimize? So I have told you the first solution is ideal solution. The first solution to minimize the loss, is ideal solution. Minimize loss is the ideal solution. What is that? R input को infinite कर दीजिए. Under such condition, what will be your V input? Your V input should be the true microphone voltage value. This is the ideal solution. If we go for the practical solution, what I can do practically? Practically, I will keep my input impedance very greater than source impedance or microphone impedance. So under such condition, my input voltage will be again V microphone multiplied by R input upon R input plus Rs. If I say this factor is very greater than this, I can write my input voltage is nearly equal to microphone voltage. Check it please. So this is the first method. Now you can see here, if you say this Rm or Rs, either I am using Rm or Rs, is the same thing. I told you if sometime, third question, it become variable, but if I had used the amplifier with this parameter selection, then the input voltage which is measured by the amplifier is independent, almost independent of this variation also. So this is the answer for third question. So if I check its interface capability, then what are the important? Input impedance and R output. These are the important parameters. These are the important parameters. In reference to amplifier interface capability. Amplifier interface capability. Whenever you will interface amplifier with other system element, then input impedance, output impedance are the two important parameters which plays very important and critical role, as I have discussed here. So if I talk about output voltage here, what will be that? Tell me. V out will be equal to A V in multiplied by RL upon RL plus R naught. So again you can see V output is less than the actual amplified voltage provided by the amplifier. This was the actual amplified voltage provided by the amplifier, but if we check at this coupling, this voltage, output voltage is less than this. It means there are some loss. We are losing some gain which was actually provided by the amplifier. So how we can minimize that? Again, what will be the ideal solution? Ideal solution. Ideal solution. Keep R naught 0. Keep R naught 0. If you are doing R naught is equal to 0, basically what is going to happen? If R naught is equal to 0, your output is going to be equal to AV in, under the condition when your R naught is equal to 0. So this is again the ideal solution, not a practical solution. This is ideal solution to minimize the losses at the output coupling. Now what will be practical solution? So practically we can say V out was equal to AV in multiplied by RL upon RL plus R naught. So practically what we can say, if your R naught is very less than RL, then your V out will be nearly equal to AV in. Check it. Likewise, this under this condition, if RL become variable, let us say RL become variable, let us say, then also your output voltage is merely AV in. There will be negligible effect on output voltage. So like this you need to discuss the entire discussion. So these are the parameters which will give the justification. So under such condition, what should be your amplifier selections? Your input should be infinite for this process, ideally practically very greater than this Rm. Your output should be 0 ideally, and output should be very less than RL practically. Fine. So this is the all what I have discussed in the solution. Check it please.